Work is far advanced on the installation of several prefabricated containers that will house residents and staff of the Trelawny Infirmary. Work was previously stalled due to weather conditions. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie says all the units have now been cleared from the wharf and are ready for installation and retrofitting.
We are putting down 6 units that will facilitate both male and female residents. Bathrooms, this is the outlay of the bathrooms, one for the female, one for the male. And this is going to be the first phase of the rebuild of the infirmary.
Now, the second phase will see the installation of an administrative office, washroom, kitchen, among other facilities. The work follows extensive structural damage to the infirmary during Hurricane Melissa last year. Now, work is estimated to be completed soon.
And I must say that so far, we have been working within the budget. And it is also fair to say that we are working within the time that have been set by the contractors.
In the meantime, Minister McKenzie expressed concern following reports that residents of infirmaries with mental health conditions have assaulted staff and other occupants at the facilities.
That we are experiencing. And it is not just here in Trelawny that this matter has risen its ugly head. We are working closely with the Ministry of Health around this issue.
Concerned this afternoon about the time allotted for the St. Elizabeth Parish Court to hear some 190 matters in less than 3 weeks. Details in this report.
190 in 20 days. That's how many cases the St. Elizabeth Parish Court, which reopened on Monday, will hear. Previously, all St. Elizabeth Parish Court sittings were relocated to the courthouses in Balaclava and Santa Cruz in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. The cases to be heard include gun-related charges, possession of identity information, and shootings. But Attorney Thomas Levine raised concern about the time frame given to hear those matters.
We are a bit concerned due to the limited time, that is 20 days to get these cases resolved. However, we have to do what we have to do.
And that was not the only concern.
How persons will get here, but we never had a problem in December, as I'm sure that the public transport operators will come together and ensure that they get members of the public here as early as possible and to transport them back home.
Quite a distance to travel in terms of persons coming from different parts of the parish, unlike Black River, which is the parish capital, will now see us moving prisoners from Black River to Balaclava or wherever we have them. We will ensure that we have those inmates taken to court on time.
In the meantime, the Court Administration Division is being praised for the work done to improve the space.
We have the capability of isolating the jurors from the witnesses, the jurors from the accused persons. We have more than sufficient sanitary conveniences here, over 10 bathrooms, which is a difference from Black River where we only had 1. And it is spacious, it is accommodating, and you have a sense of getting things done here rather than when we were sitting in Black River.
Nakinski Robinson, TVJ News.
Residents of Fonthill in St. Thomas got a chance to air their concerns about water shortages affecting sections of the community. The residents expressed their frustration at an NWC spot meeting in the parish.
I cannot pay for what I am not getting. I went to Marangate to complain about the water. I talked to one of the secretary out the front and she go in and talk to the supervisor. And the supervisor said, let her wait out there, I'm coming. We sit down about an hour, no supervisor. When me go in and say, where the supervisor? She said she not come to you. She said she gone a road. Disrespectful.
Councillor for the Yalas Division, Dean Jones, says he has done all he could.
I've gotten several calls about water. and I don't have any more money to chuck water. My money done. So we have to bring water commission here now to regularize the people inside here who don't have any water and who was getting and not getting, and who want to come as new customer to water commission. They are here now to make sure that everybody connected. But please be reminded that they say within 3 weeks.
Now, the National Water Commission says it is working assiduously to have the issue resolved. And it's time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. It's now time for the Business Minute.
Grace Canada reported a solid revenue growth for the year ended December 31, with top-line earnings rising to $177.8 billion, an increase of 6.4% over 2024. The group said the performance reflects the resilience of its diversified business model, strong brand portfolio, and continued expansion across international markets. However, profitability for the year was affected by one-off impacts from Hurricane Melissa, including elevated insurance claims and the temporary closure of the Grace Food Processors meats plant in Westmoreland. The company noted that its business continuity framework, reinsurance program, and digital infrastructure helped to limit longer-term disruption. Group Chief Executive Officer Frank James said the results demonstrate the strength of the company's operations despite extraordinary challenges. Further afield, oil and natural gas prices continue to climb as the conflict with Iran continues for a fourth day. FactSet data says Brent oil futures jumped 6% and the US benchmark is up the same amount. Futures for the European benchmark natural gas show a 34% jump per megawatt hour. The conflict also is hitting global markets, with all three major American indices down in the pre-market trading Tuesday. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Nikinsky Robinson.
Time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has declared a new state of emergency in Trinidad and Tobago effective Tuesday, citing credible intelligence linking criminal gangs and former detainees to rising violent crime. She said the decision followed a National Security Council meeting and was approved by President Christine Kangaloo. Officials warn recent mass shootings and reprisal attacks pose a serious threat to public safety, with intelligence pointing to planned attacks on police and prison officers. And on the international scene, the United States is urging Americans to leave more than a dozen Middle Eastern countries as the war with Iran escalates. Washington is also ordering the departure of some non-emergency government personnel. Those affected include staff in Jordan, Bahrain, Iraq, Qatar, and Kuwait. The U.S. State Department says Americans having trouble getting out can contact it for assistance. Officials also confirm U.S. embassies in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait have been hit during the war. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Alia. We now head to our final break, but when we come back, we'll have your Midday Sports Report.